Well, my first experience was going up to the West End Boys Club on a Friday night and a dance night and being absolutely astounded in the new hall that they had then. It was brilliant.
As well, and just walking into this big, what used to be a church hall, and then seeing this boxing ring and bags hanging off the ceiling. I was just like, whoa, this is the first time I've ever been around something like this. So it was very, very nervous. I was very, very nervous, but also excited at the same time.
It had a dance floor, DJs, it had football, it had boxing.
Live bands.
It had bands.
Yes, it was probably be the age of 8, 9, and I went with some friends to what would have been Walker Boys Club, which was an old police station at the bottom of Warrior Street. Probably didn't know where we're going, and I think my mum was just glad to see the back of it. So off we went with our shulling, went in, and I remember it just had this fantastic environment, and the smell of this old building was fantastic.
And what they said was, if you volunteer, you can train for free. So I said, all right, great. So I was given this excuse to train more and more.
I think the focus in and around those days was there were big events about football, big events about table tennis, bringing youngsters together to have a bit of fun. Fabulous.
I had a bunch of friends who came here, and I heard from them, like when we were hanging out outside of like youth group time, that they'd been doing a lot, and I wanted to come and see what it was like and like socialise and like learn new skills and learn new stuff that can be beneficial towards my future.
I think it's not until you get older and you've had most of your career that you fully understand that you are being mentored by some fantastic people, and again, subconsciously, you are taking all the information in.
I learned that you can't put a value on friendship. If you find a friend, it doesn't cost you anything other than your time and your effort.
You had adults that were taking an interest in what you wanted to do. A lot of it was football, and it was easy just to go on to Walker Park, which was next door, set up a game, join in, everybody played.
Richard Slavin, who worked for North Tyneside Council, and said, you should be a youth worker. And I said, what's one of them? He said, it's what you've been doing for the last few years. You just don't realise it.
But because we were volunteering, we were asked if we'd like to go on a 6-month course, which was an introductory to youth and community work, which entailed us going to a teacher training centre at Cox Lodge one night a week. 3 residential weekends, and we had to produce a couple of projects over the 6 months.
I think before I got this job, I'd never really been to a youth club, and I think that being able to work with the young people here, who are kind of my peers in a way as well, I've seen how much youth work actually kind of impacts young people and how important it is to have that intervention from being 11 to 12 to then up to 17 and 18.
Kids from all over the city meeting in a big hall somewhere, and just the buzz and the electric. I love those weekends. I love the kids coming together, and it really still, I feel it.